Hello world. So today's topic of discussion is ternary or shorthand if, if-else, if-elif. Ternary operator determines if a condition is true or false and then returns the appropriate value as the result. So the main use of ternary or shorthand if else is that it only uses one line of code and makes it look more concise. Let me call it as a shorthand instead of ternary. So shorthand if, so the syntax of shorthand if looks something like this. If condition colon true value. So this is shorthand if. This particular thing is condition and this is true value. Means when the condition is met, then the value that needs to be printed. So this shorthand if is used when we have only one statement as part of if block that we have already discussed in our first video when we were talking about the conditional statements. So the output will be high if I run this program, and these brackets, these are optional. This also I have explained you in the first video of conditional statements. So if I'll run it, it will still print high. Okay, so this is about the shorthand if. Next one is shorthand if else. So the syntax is true value, then the if keyword, then condition, then else keyword, and then false value. Okay, so this is the example of shorthand if else. When the condition is true, this part will be printed. Else, if the condition was not true, then this part is printed. And in between we have already used if and else keywords. So in this particular condition, it will check if A is greater than B. So is 5 greater than 7? No, right? The condition is false, it will print B. So when I'll run this program, the output will be B. If this is the case, here it will check the condition if A is greater than B. So 50 is obviously greater than 7. So when the condition is true, it will print A in this case. So this is about shorthand if else. Now let's see the shorthand if-elif. So it's a little tricky and a little bit confusing also, but if you'll practice on shorthand if-elif, then you'll become more comfortable. So I'll recommend you guys to practice it more and more. The syntax of shorthand if-elif looks like this. Let's say we have a regular if-elif else block. So this is expression 1, expression 2, or we can call it as condition also, whatever. So we will be writing down this thing in this particular way. So this is simple if-elif else statement. So here when I'll run the program, it will print 5. So it is printing 5. Now let's say if I want to convert this into shorthand if else statement. So how will I do that? So when I'll convert this into shorthand if, this particular statement, it will go here, and the condition will go here, and then in the else part, this particular part, this is the elif part, right? So the statement of elif, which is print 6, will go first, and then the condition of elif, it will go here, and lastly after the else, the statement of else part goes, which is print nothing, right? So if I'll run this program, it will print 5 5. The above 5 is for this particular logic, and the below 5, it is printing for this particular shorthand if-elif. So this is about the shorthand if else, and if-elif.